Hi, this is Brandon Smiley from thirstgym.com. Today we're going to talk about an exercise called the split stance overhead med ball throw. This is a great upper body plyometric and power exercise you can use particularly for your baseball and softball athletes. I really like this as it begins to teach us how to come over the front leg. It's going to really work on developing that power as we come over the top. I would say that you're probably going to see this in your pitching population for baseball a lot more probably than anywhere else. But you could definitely make a case for putting it in just any kind of baseball, softball players program as well. I've got this from Eric Cressy and his materials, so that's kind of where I got this. I'm beginning to really like this for those athletes that need to learn to come over that front leg. So if you hear a parent saying or a coach saying they have a hard time coming over that front leg, this might be the the med ball power exercise for you. So you need a med ball. You particularly want to try to go lighter than heavier. So I'm only using a 6 here. 4 or 6 pounder for most people is probably going to be all you need. Very rarely you're going to be using like an 8 or 10 pound ball. Considering we're trying to develop power, we want to keep the ball on the lighter side when in doubt. Remember, this is about how hard we can throw the ball, not the heaviest ball that we can throw. So obviously this is a split stance option. We're going to be in a split stance here. Okay, so split stance means one leg's back. Almost think of like a partial lunge. Okay, we're heavy on the front foot. I've got this toe dug in here, and this is going to be my split stance position. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the ball up here, and then we're going to throw it as hard as we can at the wall. So I'm going to scoot a little closer. Here, I got my right leg forward. Now, if you're working with a pitcher and they've got a hard time coming over that front leg, something you can let them do is to bring that leg up, okay? If they're not a pitcher, you can probably keep it on the ground. It's probably not going to be as important. But obviously, if a pitcher's coming this way, open it up, coming over, that leg is usually coming up, right? They're not going to leave that leg back behind them. So if you're working with a pitcher, keep that in mind. They're going to be very inclined to do that, to where they're going to bring that back leg up, which is totally okay. Obviously, we're going to train both sides, but that leg that they're not used to coming over is obviously probably where they have more problems because it's not their dominant side. But just make sure you're training that to try to keep things as balanced and as even as possible, even though they don't throw with their opposite hand. When we're throwing the ball, we're trying to throw it almost low. So if you're working with a pitcher, thinking about telling them they're trying to throw it in the strike zone, you know, they're trying to keep it in the box. Same kind of concept here. When you're throwing the ball, we're not going to throw it way up high. We're going to try to make sure we're coming over and down. When it's doing this, keep in mind you've got to switch lead legs. So if you're just thinking about how many times you throw overhead, usually probably 6 to 8 total throws is about all you're probably going to want for a set. So you're going to say 3 to 4 per side. And obviously, if you really want to make sure they're trying to improve on the other side because there's just a big gap in terms of their mobility, you can program extra. But usually that's all we do is about 3 to 4 per side for 3 to 5 sets, and we're usually good to go. Give it a shot. If you got any questions, feel free in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.